Gashapon. It does things to you. You know, I'm recording. Shut up. Gashapon. It does things to you. You know. You put something in there that's just really awesome, and it's like you have access to Astros, and why not? So April comes to a close. They patched at the end of the month rather than the beginning of the month, which means technically this is the first time we've ever gotten two monthly patches in the same month. Weird, even for me. Froji Planet, certainly. I have no idea what's going on over there. They're chickens with their heads cut off. I don't know. Anyways, Gashapon does funny things to you. For example, 1, 2, 3 slot expanders. People often ask me, Ava, how many pages do you have? And where do you get them from? Well, I just got these 3 today. 3! Within like a 3-minute period. 3. Where do I get these from? Gashapon and Item Capsule Machine. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, I can't even remember the last time I actually went shopping for a hanger slot expander. Okay, like that has not happened in frickin' forever. Okay, where am I getting them from? I'm getting them randomly, and it's weird. The other question I get asked is, Ava, why is it that you have 68 pages of inbox or gifts? You know, why do you have those? Well, it's basically the first time that I get a unit, I have it listed here. So, see, extra slot expanders are there. My old Gundam SAGA, actually that's a spare right there, whatever. So why do I hang on to them? I don't know. This is the date that I got Cubile Papillion. This is the day I got GM Sniper K9. This is the day I got Camphor Amazing, you know. Just nice to look back, you know. Things like that. Oh, yeah. And I think I've got 7 or 8 operators sitting there just for the hell of it. So, you know, whatever. But the main reason you're here, the main thing I was actually trying to go for was the SR Zabanya, which is also known as Zabanya Final Mission. I was trying to go for that. And the one I absolutely told myself I was not going to get, I even said it in a previous video review. Am I going to get Cherudim Saga? No. Why? Simple, because it's got tons of dumbfire on it. It's got beam dumbfire on it. It is the only S rank that I actually ended up with from Gashapon, because heaven forbid it actually gave me the ones that I wanted on the first roll. So here it is. I'm doing another review of another S rank, SS in this case. Yes, you will be able to build this at some point that I never wanted. It's not fair. It's not fair. That formidable clacking you hear in the background there is Tyrant attempting to amuse himself while I take on a rather familiar okay, where the crap did you go? There you are, okay. Wow, visual range on this is pretty awful. Tyrant, may I say it is most pleasurable for me to have my FPS drop so dramatically when you're tearing up the floor and my computer has to process it. I want to quote Carface right now, so badly. Anyways, yes, am I in the right mode? Yes, I am. 2 minutes, great. Four hits on a... This is a scissors, right? It must be a scissors, right?
Paper.
4 hits on a paper. I thought you weren't talking in this video. Well, you're committed now. Now you're talking. And by the way, Seraph, you might want to say hi.
Yes. Hi, universe.
And the primary reason why I never wanted to get Saga, this thing. Although it's a bazooka, so you can hold down the trigger. Wow, that's a really flippin' long range. That's long range in my book right there. I'm shooting beyond visual range. That's and aside from the fact I'm actually shooting the distance of Gundam fight. You know, so there it is right there, and I completely lost track of how much ammo it was. Now I gotta kill time and wait for my weapon to reload so I can count the number of shots. We may end up doing an extra thing here. Tyrant, hold still, please. At this point, I don't care. Ten shots and 11 with patience. Actually, reloads like a beam rifle, but to be fair, I'll be honest, the ballistics actually travels a lot farther than I expected it would. You're not supposed to be able to see them traveling, but you know, whatever. And 2 shots that just do a thing. Did that do anything to you?
Yeah.
What did that do?
Bring me to this mode.
Oh, it's a
And slow. Yeah.
Seraph, if you could just pick a corner, any corner, and I'm going to go to the opposite corner and see how long this is, alright? Let's see if this actually is long range.
I have a question.
Nope, it's not. Go ahead.
Don't all the ballistic like bazookas have like they say it's mid range, but don't they have a long range reach?
I was just going to get to that. Weapon 3 has slightly long... Let's see, what's Weapon 2? Weapon 2... Don't jump, please. Weapon 2 is there. I don't know if you can see it well, Tyrant, or not. So that's where Weapon 2 is. And then Weapon 3 goes to... It's significantly farther. Oh, it's right there. So that's the difference.
Almost like sniping. Almost.
Almost, yeah. The sad thing is this should be a sniper and it's not. By the way, 19 seconds. Oh, shit. Shit. You guys don't need to see what a beam spec does. Yes, you do. You always want to see the beam spec.
I've seen it before.
Why does the reticule drop when you stop boosting? Why? I don't get that. I just don't. Here's the thing I don't get. He's got 2... I can't call them beam rifles because, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, they're actually not beam rifles. He's got 2 rifles on his knees, and then for whatever reason, he puts one away just so he can grab the 2 off his knees. Here's my... Well, why did... Oh, that's why. Are they different? Because I'm under the impression they're exactly the same weapon. Oh, the barrel is slightly different, looks like. The clip is also different. Whatever. Same dumbfire cluster missiles is on regular Cherudim. Somebody corrected me on YouTube when I reviewed the regular Cherudim Gundam. They're like, you know, it has homing missiles, right? And I was like, yeah, it does have homing missiles right here. Whoa! Okay, I can live with that. Didn't do much damage, though. For an SS rank, you'd think these homing missiles would be perfect, but they're not for some stupid reason. That's really pissing weak. The dumbfire does more... Oh. 10 shots. Average beam machine gun reload. Oh, heaven forbid the homing missiles are treated the same as dumbfire missiles. Oh, wait, they are. They have the same reload rate. No. One of them you have to move. One of them you can... God damn it, hiccups. One of them you can move, and one of them you can't. How's that fair? How's that even? Just saying. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Why doesn't this weapon one have a knockdown on it? There's no... None of these weapons have knockdown on them. Cherudim is the goddamn sniper of the group, and this thing has no knockdown on it. Even with the long-range cannon on it. Look at this. It's a slow. Bullets are fucking slow. Why is he using bullets on this thing? I don't get Cherudim. Well, why? Okay. Why is this not a machine gun? Why is this not a machine gun? OG Planet. Jesus, no. Softmax. Oh, it's my favorite beam machine gun. Stationary to fire. Sweet. Or no, you stand still and it does a long duration. You move and it does a short duration. Yes. Okay, so why were, regardless of how the weapons are reorganized, why were these not, if they really are ballistics, why are these beam machine guns? Why is this dumbfire? It should be, like, if you want to make the sniper weapon ballistic, okay, that's all well and good. But why is this... why is this not a sniper weapon? It's a slow. How am I supposed to know if how am I supposed to hit a long-range target with a dumbfire? How am I supposed to do that? Unless they're standing perfectly still, or unless I have a sniper scope, I can't do it. Wait, where's my sniper scope? I don't have it. Right there. Like, dumbfire medium. If either of you ever heard of a rapid dumbfire that goes out to long range? It has more than one shot, by the way. That doesn't knock over. Anybody, please answer. Dumbfire, long range, doesn't knock over. Right now. Who has an idea? Don't worry, I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm mad at the game's producer.
I know there is one, but I just can't remember.
Zaku Cannon knocks over.
I just used it recently. What is it?
GM Sniper is a shell, but it also knocks over.
Long range one shot.
Well, more than one shot, but whatever.
What does homing count? There's a long range homing.
Go that button, David. Go that way. When you get to the corner, do the best 90-degree turn you can, and then hold position.
What about you?
So wait, just keep going?
Yeah, just go as far as you can, and then stop when the booster runs out.
Okay.
Haven't you ever seen my videos? We're wasting nighttime here. You too, Tyrant. Go. Underlings. Oh yeah, yes. I'm gonna come over there just because. Oh my God, you actually rounded the corner twice.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Softmax, what unit in the game are we supposed to use to counter that? By the way, tell me. Please do. Guys, drop me to 60%. I don't care who. Just don't blow me to shit.
Top kick.
Wow, we wasted like 3 minutes just to get to the point where I could actually start recording. Yeah, so I barely round the corner. Now let's see how I do in this mode. And keep in mind, folks, this is with Trans Am active. Yeah, so like nowhere near. And this, by the way, the two, I don't know about Double O Riser, but definitely SR Sinaju. How exactly are we supposed to counter that? Guys, what unit would you recommend trying to counter the boost duration, aside from Neutron Jammer or Cancer, of course? What unit would you guys recommend trying to counter this thing?
Shinanju.
Yeah, regular or SR?
SR.
Alright, I forgot.
But boost duration is not what's important though.
It is if you're trying to dodge a rock. But Ava, rocks don't exist. Okay, so anyways, I'm totally distracted. You guys can do whatever at this point. Gotcha. Nope. Wait. I guess I do have to show the boost duration without the Trans Am, of course. But anyways, yeah, so I can just barely turn the corner. Which is good for a paper. I'm not sure the advantages of... Whoa. Wow, that took a really long time for me to respawn. That's screwy. I feel an SO or ZOA in progress. So anyways, yeah. What are those? Uh-oh, I can't transform. That's a problem. Guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
I can't transform.
Hold on.
I can't shoot. I can't move. I can turn my camera and that's it.
What? You disappeared. Oh.
Great, I just ZOA'd. I'll bet you I fucking ZOA'd.
Can you move?
No, I can turn my camera and that's it. I can select weapons. I can turn my camera. Whoa.
Whoa, what just happened?
Skype just said a bunch of people logged off all at the same time. I think I'm about to disconnect.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Wow. There it goes! I just crashed. Fuck me. No, fuck OGP.
What?
For tonight, so...
And
Oh, sure. Sure. I'll just be playing something else.
I'm just glad I got that on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad because like people don't believe me when I say this shit happens. No, it definitely happens. I don't care
now
if
they're
it
gonna
makes.
say
I don't.
it's your fault.
Oh no, it never is.
I know,
playing.
but people are just gonna like. People are just gonna
You
say
know
that
what?
just because.
Well, you would think after all these years of pointing out all these flaws and things, it's off or OG Play. Jesus, why do I get those confused? That OGP would actually have done something about this. You know, we've been having to deal with ZOAs since beta in November 2014. 2011, I'm sorry, November 2011 was when the beta kicked off, and they've been there ever since. They never stopped. They might have decreased, but they never stopped. And now and now there's that access error, remote access error, whatever. You're trying to switch a unit, and all of a sudden it just crashes on you. Moving on, Ava. Okay, so boost ration is good. Damage is good. I should have checked the armor thing, done the armor check thing, and I didn't really know that I think about it, but I don't really want to. So skills are good. That booster extension, obviously in a paper that's going to be really useful. Although I don't quite see the point in this. This is old excuse. I don't quite see the point of calling this a paper, which is a long-range combat unit, when it literally only has one long-range weapon on it. And by the way, it's dumbfire with a slow at long range with no scope. How exactly are you supposed to target moving things at long range with dumbfire? We were going over the list earlier. Can you guys dumbfire that knocks over that doesn't have a scope? Go.
I don't know my units.
Mass produce gun
Gun
cannons.
cannon.
Third weapon, long range.
No scope?
And
Literally
no
no
scope.
scope on it?
No scope and more than one ammo. Round 3, I think. And what was the other one?
It wasn't the Zagok because those are homing missiles. Those are very much not dumbfire long range.
Okay. The other one is Heldolf, the choo-choo one.
Hildoffer.
Hildolfer. Yep. And
The choo-choo.
choo-choo model. Anyway, so transformation, second weapon, no, third weapon, sorry, and that's a long range, and it's a bazooka.
And it doesn't knock over, does it?
No, it does not.
Wow. I don't get the point of that. Those were all later, like 2014 when both of those came out. So I don't know what it is they were thinking. Like, how are you supposed to control? Like, dumbfire, as far as I'm aware, is really good at close range, close to medium range. How do you control it at long range if you can't even see the target? Do you just
Well,
kind
the target can see you either. Like unless the target's targeting on you, target can't see you either.
Yeah, but I mean, how are you supposed to hit something that's moving or do that split-second timing with a long-range dumbfire? Because long-range dumbfire, if it has a sniper scope, chances are it's also got a knockdown. But we're talking about long-range dumbfire that still takes time to reach the target, but doesn't have a scope. So you're deprived of that sniper instant hit, instant bullet travel thing. That's the thing I don't get. Like, that's incredibly, even by my standards, I wouldn't know how to do that. I've had to deal with long-range knockdown that was dumbfire. I hate it. I stay away from it as much as possible because it just really crimps my style, yo. But I don't see the advantage of that unless they're standing perfectly still, and even then, it's a slow. It's
which
not a
doesn't do
knockdown.
much.
It's not even stun.
Yeah, it's not even stun. It's a slow. How is that efficient? Because you're not supporting anybody with that. If it was a knockdown, that would be one thing. That's support. That's what long range is for. You're supposed to be able to hit beyond the horizon. You're supposed to be able to cause damage. And this is just, I don't even care the firing pattern. So what if I have to click it for the individual shots, and it has a really weird reload on it, by the way. Oh, we forgot to check that with the Trans Am, but it is there. But I don't understand long-range dumbfire that does a slow without a scope. That is beyond me. I don't know what to say to that. I've never encountered that before.
Um, the only thing I'm gonna say is that, to be honest, all the lock-on units, for example, like Cherudim and Dynamis, I felt like they were long range, but we were forced to play as a mid range. Although some of them had sniper weapon.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Since
that is a flaw built into SDGO. That's you're talking about game mechanics there, and I don't, because I mean, Cherudim, actually Cherudim, both versions of Cherudims actually had the sniper rifle, the Cherudim's sniper rifle actually transformed into a beam machine gun. It was a three-barrel beam machine gun, which we don't have in SDGO. We have dual pistols, which fair enough. But
Dual
it's not
pistols
a
are cool.
yeah. If Cherudim Gundam, just regular Cherudim Gundam, had been an SR or an SS, we would have had the triple barrel beam machine gun because then you could justify having 6 weapons built in. Or maybe what they could have done is rather than having pistols and double shot everything, you would have had weapon 1 would have been the pistol whipping, weapon 2 would have been beam sniper rifle submachine gun mode, and then weapon 3 would have been, I think it's the homing weapons. Then when it transforms, it changes into the sniper mode. You can actually zoom in as a, but yeah, that's talking about another unit. Which, by the way, that's actually I forgot to mention that. Thank you for bringing that up, Tyrant. But anyways, yeah, long range that's just so screwy. And I'm not putting on a show here, folks. I know I'm recording and I know I'm supposed to play up in front of the camera, but I don't know how to deal with this weapon. Like it doesn't even do that much damage from what I could tell. It just does a slow. How is that supposed to be useful? Like the enemy on the opposite side of the map, as long ranges want. Maybe I'm putting too much effort into this, too little, too late kind of thing.
the only thing that you can like kind of fix it is to put the level 6, the ballistic enhancement part on, with the
Yeah.
further and faster travel.
Which, by the way, ironically, it says enhanced bullet, but that also applies to the homing and the dumbfire weapons as well. So just let you know. So yeah, weapon or mode 1. This thing has so much dumbfire on it. I don't get it. It should have been it should have been machine guns, not bazookas. These are very much bazookas, regardless of what they're called up here. They're called assault carbines, but they act in SDG like bazookas. And then we have dumbfire missiles. Again, beam machine gun, which is, I'm always a fan of, and then homing missiles. With the same reload rate on both missiles containers, which is nice for a change. But of course, they had to impede the homing missiles in some way. It's not like they could have the homing and the dumbfire equal on the battlefield, equal on the units, so they decided to have the homing missiles be stationary fire. Why? I don't know. That's not OP to have homing missiles that... Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, ballistics... There's a lot of freaking dumbfire on this thing, which is the reason why I didn't want to get it. So, for me, no matter what setup I do, it's going to have that level 6 enhanced bullet. Boost duration, no. Reloads seemed fine. Well, I don't know. I'll be honest, I didn't look at the reloads too closely, but they seemed standard. They seemed normal. Attack up. Maybe, like, I can't believe I'm saying this of an SS rank, but I almost want to say attack up. Because there's an awful lot of... I don't know. I'm so discouraged by this thing. I don't know where to go with it. Maybe I should turn this one over to you guys and let you guys ham it out. You can recommend something to me, and then I'll shoot it down or support it. Go.
I don't know what your playstyle is.
Not dumbfire, I'll tell you that.
What about the Arios alphabet thing?
Arios heavy weapon version or Arios final mission version? That has no dumbfire on it. That has homing missiles and beam machine gun.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of slow. I'm using it. It's kind of slow. Anyway, back to...
yeah. How would we... Like, it doesn't seem like there's anything inherently bad. But I feel like... I don't know, like, I don't know... Mobility, maybe? Because I don't see a strong need to increase defense or attack. And this might actually be one of the cases where I violate my rule regarding attack up, or I might just use the 3 points of attack up rather than using the attack type and getting 9 points of attack increase. This might be one of the occasions where I violate that. Go ahead, Tyrant.
I can kind of support on what's the name? A support on attack tree, because you said it's dumbfire, right? So it's kind of hard to hit the target. So why don't you make every hit more fatal than usual?
True. I didn't check to see. We should have checked to see if there was splash damage on this. I can actually. I'm gonna check that.
Because you were hitting the double riser, but you were also hitting me.
Well, it also helps when I move my reticule onto you, of course.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna check the spread or the splash damage on this. See what there is here. Oh look, I ended up in the training simulator anyways. So here it is, the ultimate insult. Hits, or it delivers the same damage as a beam rifle, and yet it... Okay. I just don't... It's... Okay, reload is an issue on Weapon 2, on the Ballistic Weapon 2. Yeah, that has splash. Let's see how close he's got. Nowhere near. Okay. Ironically, I would almost rather that the dumbfire missiles, the cluster missiles, had actually been the stationary, and then the homing missiles had been the, what is it? Let's see, how far does this go? And you can actually, correction, in Weapon 3, you can actually hold down the trigger. I don't know how I'm gonna...
Cherudim Gundam SAGA.
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 Sega.
Sega. I actually had an idea. If I get it, I'm gonna paint it blue and white, and I'm gonna put mobility color on it.
So you're suggesting mobility and attack up?
No, it's just Sega, scenic. That's why I'm putting mobility and blue and white paint on.
He's gonna paint it blue and white.
So what? Oh.
He's gonna paint it blue and white, give it all kinds of mobility stuff, so that it can go fast.
Gotta go fast. Scenic. You should record that.
Oh yeah, I'm recording right now.
Oh boy, rip headphone users.
Yeah.
Because I'm wearing one right now.
Oh, okay. What'd you say?
Because I was.
Can you hear me over there?
God, I like painting in SDGO.
We're not talking about paint. We're talking about painting a masterpiece with these custom parts. Okay, so you're suggesting mobility types, maybe?
Believe it or not, Cherudim Saga has more mobility than regular Cherudim.
I know
That's
that's sad, isn't it?
no, I mean like the base status, even without the skills.
Okay.
So maybe with the synergy of, um, uh, what's the word? The skill 1, and a little bit boost extension on skill 2, mobility might be a good idea.
Let's assume that the Trans Am is not activated yet, because I like to deal with units that have they're at full HP. How do you deal with it? So anything that happens after that happens. Not a lot you can do to it after that. So deal with it. So dealing with this as if I've got full SP, full HP. Go.
I would go with attack.
Attack type then.
Yeah, because if you have full HP, full SP, you would be moving closer to the enemy to hit use your dumbfire.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine, yeah.
Yeah.
God, if that's the case, there's so much. Why is this called long range attack? It only has one. Okay. Anyways.
And you would like to avoid as much as possible, and that's compensated by booster extension.
Mm-hmm. So would you recommend the increasing the booster?
No, it already has decent booster on mobility.
Okay, so I'm looking at the attack tree. Level 3 attack up, level 6 enhanced bullet. What else? What else? Search distance? No. Shield? No. Because the shield is on the side, so it doesn't matter. No penalty when full burst special. No, I don't even have that.
Medium range weapon speed increase. I mean,
You're talking about the
level 10.
the attack and cooldown rate?
Mm-hmm. Because that
Okay.
might be useful on the beam machine gun.
Or the
On the
Dumbfire.
dumbfire rifle, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense.
And if you have enough level, if you can ever reach level 12 on it, use the level 12 part. And if you don't have it, either use level 2 attack medium range armament, or increase booster.
Huh. So increase the reload rate or
And
increase the boost duration.
range increase by 200%, but I don't know what that is. God knows what that is.
It's not 200%. I wish it was 200%. That would just,
Game.
yeah. Game
What is
over.
this measurement? 200?
Yeah,
what's the unit?
I've never understood that. LG Planet has never been clear about that, and
About what?
the professional wiki was never the professional, unprofessional, unofficial SDGO wiki was never clear about it either. They're clear about it in Korea's wiki, they're clear about it in China's wiki, but they're not in any of the English-speaking wikis. So
Oh,
I
no,
don't know what the
not even.
200 is. Like
It's not
two,
included.
it's immeasurable to me. Like if I would know how to measure it without being on the battlefield and having another unit sitting right next to me that had the enhancement and mine didn't, and have them back up and or have me with the enhancement. I don't know. It just says 200 points. Well, you see, this is
What they do?
well, no, I mean the problem is, and we're getting into my pre-G generation argument, which I'm not going to do that here. But pre-G generation, you actually knew what those numbers were. You could see the increments, and you could see, oh, this is significant. Oh, this isn't very much. But after G generation, after they don't call it G generation, it was called G revolution in North America. I don't know why they changed it. But anyways, you didn't know. It didn't tell you. It was just some random bar. Like even Transformers collector cards, at least they've got stat numbers attached to it. But in SDGO, they don't give you that. So these numbers kind of mean next to nothing. That's why 5% means nothing to me. That's why 10% means nothing to me. That's why 200 means nothing to me. So honestly, I can't give you an answer to that, Tyrant. Maybe somebody who played in Korea might be able to tell you, or Japan, or I don't know what Japan has. But like I said, let's get focused back on here. So Seraphiel, I blanked on your name for a moment there. What would you recommend for a build? Do you think maybe, is this a good idea to you, or would you recommend something different?
No, I think that would be good. I mean, especially with the reload and stuff on dumbfire and all that. Yeah, that I think that build would work.
All right. Okay. So it tells me we
Mm.
put way too much time into this thing. Combine. No, I'm not going to combine. Grow unit. No expansion. I'm not going to level it up high enough to do that because, like I said, I never wanted this to begin with. Booster extension on a paper, which is great. This very much does not behave like a paper. It actually behaves more like a scissors. Enough said. Increased weapon 3 reload rate, agility, booster capacity, booster recovery, and defense at 50%. So in other words, when you turn pink, make sure you throw a spec at it. That's the part where you're supposed to laugh at my clever joke.
Don't hate the pink though. Kirby's pink, and everyone loves Kirby.
And suddenly I can't turn the unit anymore. Why does it do that? I don't get
It
that.
happened to me too. You gotta like restart it.
Yeah, best thing I could do is just exit and come back. See, ironically, it never happens when I'm not recording. So it's like,
Of course.
I came with the patching, I think, because that happened to me twice today.
oh, it happens to me all the time. So
Oh, I see. Speaking of a dumbfire with long range weapon that doesn't knock down, I think one of the blue duo has it. I'm not sure if it's AR rank or A rank, but the third weapon.
wow. And I just got pissed off.
Why?
The blades on the pistols can be colored.
What?
Yeah,
Make 'em
along
red.
with the face.
Make them red.
Kratos.
Yeah. And then the barrel of the... Oh, why, Softmax? Why?
So
We
you
have to
can
make it
have a
unique.
blue blade.
The back of his head changes color. What?
And start slowly clapping.
Ah. Yeah, the yellow can still be painted. Of course, ironically, there's even less yellow on this one this time. Wow, this colors up so bizarre. I
I
don't
want
know
to see.
why. It's just... Can I screen share and record at the same time? Let me see.
This is gonna be laggy as heck.
No, yeah, it'll make me laggy as hell. Whoa. Okay, so here it is. Oh yeah, I can feel the lag, but since I'm not playing, that's okay. So it colors this, which that actually
20
doesn't.
frames per second.
Yeah, it looks like it's all the Saga parts, or Saga armor, I'll say,
Right.
except for the feet.
Yeah.
That's actually
I was
no.
gonna say.
Yeah, and then here's this, the white
Looks
bits.
Looks like double Zeta.
Yeah, it does kind of, yeah. But look at that. Look what that turns into. It turns into the bloody blades. Why? And then here's the yellow. Now, to be fair, that's the same, that's the same. But here's the sad part. The collar should be yellow, around the neck. That should be yellow. And it should have boob thrusters that are covered. But the thing is, they changed the chest. So, the yellow actually... MSV, ladies and gentlemen. And then there's this, which, okay, painting the red, painting the crotch red, because, why not? Painting crotches red since 1975. Or 79, I'm sorry.
Yes.
And then here's the rest
Oh,
of
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
There's the Cherudim.
So,
That you can work with.
yeah. But yeah, why separate that from this? Because aren't they technically the same color?
No, the Saga part's more thicker.
I guess they're trying to go for a SWAT appearance, maybe? Is that the true name for?
America.
Because then if I put this here, you can see, so it's like he's wearing, tack armor. Tack armor. There we go.
That strongly reminds me of Gym Sniper K9 armor.
Who's?
Gym Sniper K9.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, this khaki 3, I really like it. But off topic. Oh, look! It's the original Cherudim.
Cherudim.
It's Cherudim.
What?
What paint is it? Kage 3.
Uh-huh. Oops, I did that wrong. Oh, that's nice. No, there's your GM sniper. Oh, look! I can't... Oh, no, I can't. Never
Just one biggest question
mind.
coming to Cherudim Saga. Why did the developer get rid of freaking funnels? Like, why? Why
I,
can't
I,
they
I
look
don't...
at bits?
I don't know. Because, well, no, the simple answer is that shield bits don't work in an atmosphere, which I'm sure the Double O fans, including myself, probably yell at me for not remembering that fangs do work in an atmosphere. Yeah, those are fangs, not shield bits. That's different. But anyways, I don't know. Because apparently, in continuity, celestial being needed, and I emphasize needed, an arrangement of the Cherudim Gundam that was set up with ballistic weaponry as opposed to GN-driven weaponry. So,
Hmm.
homing missiles, so that, the all the missile launchers, which by the way, I didn't know these were missile launchers. Um, Missiles, whatever, but like they put ballistic rifles on it. I don't know why. It was just an excuse to. Yeah, I don't get it. So, yeah.
They say it's Cherudim. Well, Cherudim Gundam SAGA also has this code name of 7 Gun, but you can only use 5 in the game.
Oh yeah, to compare it to the seven swords of
Yeah.
Exia, and yeah, that makes sense. But I like the idea of coloring it like this to make it look like tack armor, like they tacked it on. See what I did there? Wait, no, that's wrong. I kind of like that blue.
Double Zeta.
Yeah, I should actually investigate that. And the
With all
green,
the dump fires on the body, missiles, and everything.
which is, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to hex it. Because softmax might hear it, they might change it. I can't even color this up like my other Cherudim. That's the sad thing. Wait, how did I do this? Oh, okay, that's how I did
What
it.
are you going for?
Shh. Masterpiece. Shh. Shh.
Okay.
Yeah. Shh. Just watching. You should be watching.
I am.
Okay.
Now you see, here's the sad part, and you guys are dickheads, by the way. Here's the sad part. I just colored in the face, just the face, with the navy blue, like it's supposed to have, like the way I've got it on my regular one. Here's the sad thing, though. Those very shiny blades are suddenly not so shiny anymore.
Oh.
So apparently that's armor rather than why softmax. I don't get it. So
Looks like carbon fiber knife to me now.
yeah, just doing this for all the people who watch my videos on a regular basis here. I'm just gonna murder bus it. Although where am I gonna put the black? Yeah, that's kind of an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I decided a long time ago I can't do Unit 4. Alright, prototype. Because I'm too tired to do that. No, forget it. We wasted way too much time on this. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So right now we're thinking this. I did that wrong. This, and then this. Does that sound about right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can change the level 2 medium thingy to booster reduction or level 12 critical.
Yeah, what? to what?
Okay, either you can change the level 2 medium thing to the booster reduction on the level 2.
It's like that?
Wait, what? Okay, level 3 attack part, level 6 ballistic part, and level 10 medium attack speed part.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Seraph, anything different?
If you have enough level, you can change that level 2 to level 12.
Did we lose Seraph? Oh, Seraph disconnected or something. I guess it's a sign that we need to hang up, or not hang up, but I need to stop this video because Lord knows I might crash at some point too. All right. Yeah, I'm not enthusiastic for this. Again, another S rank I totally didn't want. That's going to be absolutely banished to the back of my hangar. Ava, what's wrong with you? This is one of
I
the most
shouldn't
amazing
have.
S ranks that ever existed ever.
At least you got it.
Okay.
I I only it's only good if I like it. So
Yeah,
whoa,
that's true.
whoa, microphone, Sarah. Seriously. Okay. On behalf of
What?
Tyrant and Seraphiel, this is Ava Unit 4. This is Ava Unit 4 saying thanks for tuning. Wow, this video is a disaster.
Hee hee.